y'all. Welcome to another episode of CardBlitz. I'm your host, Kelly Reed, joined by my good friend Patrick Marshall for episode 74. Patrick, what's happening, man?
What's up, Kelly? How you doing, man?
Good, good. Back in town, kind of getting my bearings straight. Lots of stuff going on in the world of sports, cards, and everything in between. So we can just kind
Woo.
of, talk about birthday kids or sports, wherever you want to go, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, sports are pretty fanatic right now. It's pretty awesome, right?
Yes, sir,
Pretty
man.
cool. I mean, I'm located in Charlotte. I mean, hockey is a big deal around here. Got the Carolina Hurricanes, and last night's game, I was watching the game. It was 3-3. Second period, third period starts up, and they went on to win 5-3. It was a huge game in Vegas. So they tied the series at 2-2. So very exciting game. It's very exciting, man. It's pretty cool.
One thing I heard about that hockey Stanley Cup Final is the nickname that they called it. They called it the natural disasters series.
Yeah,
He's got Avalanche versus Hurricanes. I was like, that's pretty good, Patrick.
yeah, no, yeah.
Or
We're so,
not sorry, not
no, the Knights,
yeah,
the
sorry, the
Knights.
Las Vegas
Yeah,
Knights. I guess if the Avalanche would have advanced, it would have been the natural disasters series. But
yeah.
Las Vegas had something to say about that, and they've won two. And
But
now,
I saw one of the coolest goals. I mean, the guys who are like hockey fanatics will love this. So Jordan Stahl is a defender for the Hurricanes. He plays on the second line, I think. And dude, he made a backhanded goal to go up 4-3 last night, and it was awesome. And he was off balance. And the guy's 37 years old. He scored 5 goals in the playoffs, and it's not supposed to happen. So he's playing out of his mind. And I think they gave him a lot of like leverage and a lot of positivity last night. And they went on and they carried on and won the game. So
for your sake, I hope the Hurricanes win. And for my
super cool.
sake, I hope that the Knights of Las Vegas lose because being a Stars guy, Las Vegas could go jump in
Oh, I totally believe it. Yeah, I agree with you, dude.
a.
I mean, that guy Harmon who plays for the Knights who scored a hat trick last game, dude. I mean, he had scored a hat trick in like 6 minutes. That's never been done before, and it probably never will be again. So,
So you got some good stuff in the world of NHL and Stanley Cup.
but dude, I mean, so balancing out, we're talking about hockey. So let's talk about what's happening next. It's hockey, basketball, hockey, basketball. So let's talk about the Spurs and the Knicks, man.
Well, yeah, here it is, Wednesday night, June 10th, and it's going to go down in a few. Uh, I'm shocked, man. I caught the end of game three while I was at the airport on Monday night, and yeah, man. I mean, it was just a seesaw affair, and the Spurs came out on top, man. Hopefully, you know, I don't know. I don't hate the Knicks, so but I do want to see a 7 game series. So hopefully they can even it up the Spurs and take it to full 7 games.
Well, you remember like earlier we talked about predictions, and I thought the Knicks were a well-gelled team, and
Hmm.
they're a team. They're what you call a team. And maybe Wemby's too young, but I said that about Wemby, like getting past Oklahoma City. I thought Oklahoma City would take it this year and play the Knicks, but I thought the Knicks would pull it out in the finals. And I'm not a Spurs fan because obviously being from Houston and living in Dallas, I'm definitely not an Oklahoma City fan. So when it comes down to the playoffs, I'm not really a Knicks fan either. But that team is pretty cool. I mean, there's something about them. They play tough. And when Wemby goes off the court, they attack the basket. I mean, they do everything you're supposed to do. Like when you think about it on paper, you're like, this is what it should do. They execute. So
Well,
Jalen
Jalen
Brunson,
Brunson, former Maverick, I'm
dude,
sure there's some Mavs fans that are gonna, they wish he would have stayed with Dallas, but if you root for the player, they're gonna wish him well with the Knicks. And when you said that Wemby, dude is an alien, as they say, with
yeah.
like, that wingspan, you're right. No one can defend when he's out, man. And so yeah, they're just gonna drive the lane and get their layups.
Yeah, he's a legal alien on the court, though. He's not out of control because they can win without him. Like Stephon Castle was amazing in Game 3. So, and the UConn, I mean, he's pretty awesome. But Jalen Brunson and Cat and Karl Anthony Towns, like all these guys. I mean, there's some pretty good players. I
Hmm.
mean, all around, it's bench players are kicking in. and it's who's the hotter hand at that night. So it's
Well,
pretty impressive.
I'd be interested to see like, Brunson and Wemby cards, like how they're doing in the marketplace. Obviously Wemby's like the face of the NBA right now, and so I'm sure there's tons and tons of like spikes with his cards right now. But
Yeah,
as with Brunson, but if New York City pulls this off, would that New York market really drive up the price of the Knicks cards? I'm
and,
curious.
and Kelly, I thought about that, but Jalen Brunson's not like Allen Iverson. He's not polarizing. He's not that point guard that can cause controversy, and everyone's like, dude, I got to get the Allen Iverson card. Do you really need to get a Jalen Brunson card? I'm not sure yet. Let's see after he wins a championship. Maybe. We'll see.
Too early to predict, but
Yeah. I think it's too early. I think his cards are flat until now. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but we'll see what happens. So,
well, hoping for a 7 game series there so I could be entertained. And in the world
yeah.
of college sports, don't know if you caught up with the back-to-back national champions of the softball World Series, and Texas Longhorns took that one. And so
Back to back.
back to back,
Wow.
they won it last year and this year. So as a Longhorn, I'm pretty happy about that one. And on the men's side, you got they're off to Omaha, and so starting Friday, college baseball World Series down to your Elite Eight. We'll see what happens.
Well, you have UNC around here. That's huge. UNC Chapel Hill. I mean, Old Miss is looks good. I mean, there's some good teams.
So
But I
yeah,
mean, I'm surprised that the Longhorns. So they beat Oklahoma 2 years ago. Is that what happened to
uh,
make it to the West? I
yeah.
mean, who did the Longhorns beat 2 years ago in college softball? Because
Oh no,
look,
last year it is the same back to back. Last year against Texas Tech Red Raiders, and this year against the
oh
Texas
wow,
Tech Red Raiders.
oh really? Okay,
Yeah, so Texas Tech fans probably aren't very happy with Longhorn fans right now.
yeah, that's right. They're like stay in Austin, stay in Lubbock.
Well, and then we got to get into this thing that starts on Thursday. This whole World Cup action, man.
Yes, yeah, man, it's pretty exciting. So I mean, we've got a lot of good teams playing, and I'm pretty impressed. I mean, and I wish I still lived in Houston, Texas, because I would maybe saunter down there and just be involved with the World Cup. Maybe not get a ticket because the tickets are pretty expensive. What I
Yeah,
understand.
definitely here in Dallas, and I can't imagine up in like New Jersey and up in Seattle. That yeah, it's gonna cost an arm and a leg to see those games.
Yeah, a buddy of mine wanted to see one like maybe like the equivalent of viewers to like the 20-yard line, like kind of in the corner. $900 a piece. And these were like nosebleed. I'm like, he's gonna take his son. He's like, yeah, I think we're gonna stay at home. We'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings, spend $300 on wings and beer and and food for my son and all his friends, and it'll be better. I was like,
Well, again, like you said, to be a part of the atmosphere and to see that, take place would be really cool. But for the working class folks, yeah, they're gonna watch the game on the big screen and not at the facility.
yeah, I do have a buddy of mine who I play soccer with on Sundays. He went to LA with one of his friends, and they're going to go watch some games out there. So that's
Nice,
pretty cool. That's
nice.
kind of a bucket. That's a bucket list thing, man. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be. It's pretty cool.
Certainly, man. And U.S. plays Paraguay on Friday.
Yep, I think they can take them. I think
Well,
so.
for the U.S., if they can get through, these early rounds, and maybe they can make it through one of the knockout rounds, then that's a successful, World Cup venture. I think. I'm not thinking that they're going to win it all by any stretch, but again, you just don't want to get
Yeah.
like shamed in your own backyard.
No, you got to make the 16. You got to make it to a couple rounds and like just be competitive. I agree.
Hmm. Well, then let's get to like birthday boy and birthday girl and birthday kids and talk about birthdays.
Yeah, man. Let's so on Pokey Reese is our man this week. Born in I think he was born in 1974, and I was looking him up. And yeah, you have a card of him, Kelly? Because
Oh yeah, man, I can show off a little Pokey Reese action here.
yeah, Pokey Reese action, man.
Yeah, born in 1973 on this day, June 10th,
73.
73. Our man, Pokey Reese, and showing off this wonderful Topps 2000 Chrome. Pokey Reese card. And with that swing, King Griffey Jr. was there at that time too with the Reds. And I'm sure a lot of people pulling this card from the pack thought, great, I got a kid card.
You got to reverse.
You got a Pokey Reese card instead, dude.
It's interesting. He was an all-star in '99 and 2000, so he was swinging well then.
Well, it's his glove. He came up as a shortstop,
Yeah,
but they converted him over to being a second baseman. But he wasn't really known for like offensive prowess by any stretch. He serviceable, but it was more about defense with Pokey Reese. Uh,
yeah,
do you remember like his little journey through MLB and his
yeah.
history?
Well, see, I remember him winning a World Series with the Red Sox, if I'm not mistaken, at the end of his career, towards the end of his
Yeah, no,
career,
that
something
was
like that.
the last games of his actual career.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
Pokey
I
Reese. I
remember
mean,
that
after
because
that, he,
I
he
mean he
like
was brought
signed.
in. Yeah, I said he was brought in, and he was a defensive guy, he made some really good plays. So, but he won a national champions World Series with the Red Sox, which is pretty cool.
Oh, definitely, man. So happy birthday, Pokey. Uh, I guess now that you're the big 5'3", 53 years old, Pokey, just come on down and visit us here at CardBlitz. We'll talk cards and baseball with you, man.
Sounds good, man. So this is something that Kelly will love. So we happen to have some 2025 Topps Heritage cards that Kelly happens to need for a set. Kelly, surprise.
That's a huge
I've got, let's
surprise.
see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards for you, buddy. Look at that.
You got the loot.
Oh, I've been holding on to these for a while. I mean, I want to surprise you. So
Well, I'm
there's
surprised,
13
Patrick.
cards, dude, just for Kelly's set right there, guys. Look at that.
Dude, I'll be
Nice, huh?
13 cards closer, man. You got the loot. Give me the loot, man.
You're good, dude. I mean, is there anybody worth anything? But this is a cool card, actually. Check that out.
Oh, that is an
The
awesome
retro
card.
style of these, man, are in the card stock is amazing. These are cool. I'm a big fan of that. And the back, the retro back, dude, that's cool,
Mhm.
man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I like this. And you'll love this card. Here was our man last
Brown.
year. We all
Hey,
remember him.
baseball delight.
And here's the guy we never kept. Remember? We let him
Aaron
go.
Getty, yeah. And now
Dude,
he's doing all right.
he's having an incredible year. I mean, go figure. So, anyways, I thought that was a cool show. I've got something else special for you, Kelly, after this. So you tell me what your next one is.
All right, man. Well, I'm a set builder, and I've been working on some sets here. 1994 top. So you're gonna see a theme throughout this episode. Yeah, a little Tom Pagnozzi.
Tom Pagnozzi, yeah, man.
Yeah, back in the day with the cards.
Cardinals, yeah.
Yeah, a little Carlos Quintana.
Nice. A little
Yeah,
Red Sox action.
exactly. Uh, a Patrick Marshall delight. Mr. Cedeno here. With
Oh,
the
Andujar.
Astros.
Hello, Andujar.
Dude.
¿Dónde está Andujar?
And the cool thing about this one was it's got this first day foil stamp.
Yeah, yeah. What is that? What is
That
that?
was like a one, I don't like maybe a case hit back in the mid 90s.
See, dude, Kelly, there's so many case hits that we don't even know about in our old cards. We got boxes and boxes of cards that are cool, and
Dude.
we don't even know it.
But yeah, this was like the bee's knees back in the day, man. You got this first day stamp on there, and it's like 10x multiplier in the Beckett magazine. Now it's like, big deal. It's a common card. It's mid
Oh,
90s, but
gotcha.
it's still a beautiful card. It's got the stamp and the photography of Stadium Club in '94. Still outrageously cool, man. Very cool. And then
Nice.
they got
But,
Dean
but
Palmer here.
Dean Palmer, man, yeah, nice.
Yeah, so these kind of get me down to about 15 cards left in that set.
That's cool. All right, man. So I was digging through some boxes. You're gonna love this. Boom, 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 boom. Sports Card Report 1995 book with Ken Griffey Jr. on it. Super cool.
Dude, I'm gonna ask you to send me like photocopies of some of the pages, man.
I mean, dude, this is cool. So it says this is what I want. Rookies on the road to stardom. Carlos Beltran, Sean Casey, and Maglia Ordonez. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh?
Definitely, man. A Beltran Hall of Fame.
Let's see if we got. Let's see. I'm going to pull something out here just to kind of like have a fun. What do you want me to look up, Kelly?
You
Just
looking
to
up
check out.
pricing or are you looking up articles? What are you doing?
No, I'm going to look up the prices of cards. How about a 58 tops All Star Mantle?
Okay.
Since we both love that card.
That's hilarious, y'all. Patrick's going all deep diving retro stats,
I am, dude. We
mid
got basketball.
90s,
We got baseball. Let's see what we got here.
going through a multi-sport magazine going, hey, what's the price say?
From 1995, guys. I mean, this is cool, man.
Definitely.
Let's see. Mickey Mantle. So it says, okay, so it's mint. This is interesting. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see
I don't know
this,
if the screen's going to show that very well.
but it can you kind of see it says mint. I'll just read it to you guys.
Yeah, just read it.
So it's mint 9, Mickey Mantle 58 All Star Hall of Famer, $10,000 plus for a mint 9. This is 95. An 8, 2200, 7, 600, 6, 325, and it's 5, 225.
That
That
was
seems pretty rich, doesn't it?
they actually had graded card values in that magazine.
Yeah, I mean they were looking at what the card would be, but I'm not sure if grading had actually took place yet or had
Yeah, yeah.
actually taken
It
off.
started in the early 90s. Certainly PSA was a big part of that equation, but I'm sure there were lots of other smaller grading companies. So I'm curious to know, yeah, like how that worked.
Oh, you're right. Look, okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but look, here's a graded card advertised. 1954 Tom's Ernie Banks, $25,000. I mean,
PSA 9.
a PSA 9. This is like this could be one of the very first. I mean, wow, I didn't even realize this.
What are you now, like Harrison Ford in like Raiders of the Lost Ark? You
This is,
unveiled like the Holy Grail and
I mean, but a 54 tops Ernie Banks PSA 9 for 25 grand.
well,
I
today
mean,
in today's dollars, I promise you, it's much higher.
okay? That'd be a good challenge.
Yeah,
Wow.
go look that up, man. Go check out like Golden Auction or our buddies over at CIA. Check out this Texas Snowman and Chris Hool over there and their auction house or Heritage. Maybe a CardBlitz viewer knows what the price of a PSA 9 Ernie Banks rookie card is going for.
This is actually kind of like this is like the 1954 tops Willie Mays PSA 8 for 2 grand. Now I guarantee you that's gonna be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. So now this is 95. Let's just say 30 years is the 2000, 10,000. I have no idea. We'll have to look that up. This could be a follow-up episode.
Yeah, well,
So,
maybe jump in our hot tub time machine and check out some mid 90s graded card prices compared to today.
but isn't that cool?
Very
Because
cool.
look on the back, advertiser for PSA Sports.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. It was the very birthplace of starting with grading. Pretty cool.
In the early 90s, mid
I
90s.
was
Yeah,
oh,
that
and
that was
this PSA Sports Authenticator sports card report is cool. It's pretty neat, right?
yes, sir. Well, hey, kind of rounding out our mid 90s theme, 1994 show and tell of this guy. Don't know if you can see him very well, Mr. Darren Dalton of the Phillies.
Oh yeah, dude. He did. I mean, him and Lenny Dykstra were quite the combo.
Dude, but looking at this card, this picture of Lenny, it just screams baseball player, man. It just mid 90s, dirt on his jersey, big old chaw in his mouth, like the mullet, like it's just such a 90s look, man. Early 90s, and I love it, man. It's this 1994 scorecard.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, like if you ever wanted to go to a pool hall and get into a brawl, you want those two guys on your side.
Dude, one of his teammates said like about Lenny, like, hey, if Lenny Dykstra, if you're not like running into walls, you're not playing the game right.
That's right. And who do we know that did that as well? Pete Rose, man. Probably had a little chip on his shoulder, just like Pete Rose.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Well,
pretty amazing.
Let's talk. You kind of mentioned this whole PSA thing, man. On the back of that magazine, and they're in the news, and they shut down some of the tiers of like the grading level, like some of the value bulk tier, and I heard
Yeah.
that there's some folks that are upset. So, want to get your thoughts on that, man.
Yeah. Okay, so this is cool. So the lowest tier now that you can get a card graded is $83. I mean, I think it's called the value tier or something like that. And I read a stat that there's 14 million cards that PSA has on backlog. 14 million. So they're no longer taking new submissions right now.
Or as many,
Well,
like bulk wise,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if they're taking any, Kelly. I mean, I think they took a hiatus for like a couple, 2 or 3 months. I mean, I may be wrong, but I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't think it's like the COVID days that I've heard about, where yeah, they just shut down, but they're just saying, hey, you got to pay a pretty penny if you want to get your cards graded now.
correct. Yeah, correct. So you have to pay a pretty penny to get the upper tier, but you can't get the lower value. You can't get the lower one. And 14 millions on backlog. I mean, dude, I mean that's pretty impressive because I heard they were like grading like 2 million of cards a month at some point. I mean, that's kind of their average. So I guess they're cutting that down to like, I don't know, what is that, 1.5 million? I'm not quite sure, but
Well, I think some folks at PSA card grading division will be getting some overtime, and then what do you think's causing like the amount of cards to get graded?
well, I think their philosophy. I mean, I think their business model is coming in. It's coming true, and the fact that they bought, collectibles bought SGC and Beckett. I think they're aligning their business models right now. I mean, I think everything's being created right now. As we say, they're like, so we're not going to do the lowest card thing. I mean, maybe that becomes more of a Beckett thing or an SGC thing, but I think SGC still can be vintage. So I'm not quite sure if that. I'm trying to think it through in my head
Yeah, you're,
because
you're saying like, hey, they have to have a value package somewhere.
yes,
Otherwise, the $80 a card, that's really hard to justify. Do I really want to encapsulate this card? Unless it's something that I really value, cherish, want to maintain the condition of that card. The days of like for those flippers that pull like a Jackson Dart card, from like Topps 25 Chrome, and
yeah,
hey, I'm gonna flip this with $25 and make another 25 or 30. You ain't doing that at $80 a pop.
yeah. I mean, like
Man.
so, Kelly, it's like okay, you have a newer card, you're going to pay more of a premium, so the other card's going to have to catch up. SGC Vintage may come up as well, and everything's going to come up a little bit because they're creating the market themselves.
Well,
So,
we talked about this, but Beckett's already raised their prices now
yep,
that they've been acquired by this collectors universe as well.
yeah,
And
it's. I mean, it's going to be it's different revenue streams. I think no longer is it grouped together. They're slowly trying to separate. They're probably being pretty intelligent in the way they do this. Separate it, bring everything up. So if you want to get a vintage card, boom, SGC autograph. I don't know, maybe a vin.
Beckett's more of their go-to for autographs and
Yeah,
PSA.
yeah,
Those two, SGC can, and they have in the past if it's on card from the manufacturer. But most folks, if you go get in-person autograph or aftermarket autograph, you're going to Beckett or to PSA.
yeah. I mean, it's becoming a. I mean, and like I said before, I'm not negatively opposed to it because the whole market as a whole is growing, and I mean, I enjoy that because I want my cards to be have some value, but I don't also want to have to pay, $250 for an PSA 9 of somebody who's a 1 out of 50 right when it comes out. And that increases the boxes and the wax boxes, the hobby boxes, everything, like we've talked about as well. But then again, the cost of money, the value of a dollar is increased a lot more than when you and I started collecting. So,
The
um,
of the dollars increase, or it's due to like uh
no,
inflation, it's actually you're losing purchasing power.
yeah, you due to inflation. I mean, your card that you bought back in the day. I mean, if you want to get it graded, you're going to have to pay more, and it's going to be equivalent to maybe what the new cards are coming out with. There's going to be some type of like raise over time, but I never think it's going to go down, which is I'm kind of excited about. So,
Well, I do know for like my eBay scrollings that the price of cards that have been graded, that most sellers have bumped up the price of those cards already
yep,
because they
yep,
know that hey, folks are trying to buy the the high grades already out there in the marketplace to
that's
get
right, man.
value, and so sellers, they're smart folks. They see the market shift and they're raising their prices too.
It's a market correction. I mean, you know economics better than anybody. I mean, it's it's what happens. So it's
Getting back to my original question though, what do you think is causing the flood of submissions to these card grading companies?
I mean, like I thought about that, and I'm like thinking, like, are more card companies coming out with higher valued inserts and things like that, where they're worth more to get graded, or is there more competition with Pokemon and CGC? Are they going to PSA as well?
I think
I
so.
mean,
I think the TCG market or Pokemon market is having a
yeah,
huge influx of cards to grading. They're not those characters aren't affected by like on-field performances or
correct.
in season, out of season. And so yeah, hey, I pulled the $15 Pika whatever and then go get it graded and now I've got a $200 Pika whatever. It's yeah,
It's
that
very
game's
hot.
gonna
Yeah,
slow things
you got to
down
take
too.
advantage of it.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's very hot right now. I mean, you have to take advantage when it's a hot market. So
Well,
I agree with you.
speaking
So I
of
mean,
hot
like we
markets,
talked about the
man.
card ladder, diving into some numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah. I
have to
mean,
get after
it's
that.
I mean, like, but I mean, I'm still the autograph guy and the vintage guy, so I don't really get into like the new cards as much. But I'd be interested to see how it affects me. Like, if I want to get 5 cards graded by SGC, am I paying? See, 3 years ago I paid, I don't know, like 160, and now I'm paying 220 or something like that. I mean, that'd be interesting.
For something that's already
So
graded, right?
no, no, I'm talking about submitting grades. I mean, SGC's grade is going to have to go up. The grading price.
The price
It's
of their submissions.
everything's going to
Well,
slowly have to come up to an industry level that PSA is establishing or Collectors Universe is establishing. Is what I should get at.
well, time will tell, man. Time will tell. But now it's time to stump Patrick.
Oh, all right.
So 1994, that's our
That
number.
was fast. Yeah, let's go,
Yes,
man.
sir. 1994 was the number of that summer. So here we go, man. I'm going to give you some facts and then give you some choices.
Okay.
You ready to do this? Got your thinking
Do
cap
it, man.
on?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. All right, the very first indoor World Cup match took place in 1994. It happened between the United States and Switzerland. Here is my question for you. Which indoor stadium hosted the site or hosted the match between the US and Switzerland?
Ooh,
Where
indoor stadium.
it's an indoor football stadium.
Okay.
American football at that. All right.
Yep.
So here are your four choices. Is it A, the RCA Dome, home of the Colts?
Nope.
Is it B, the Georgia Dome, home of the Falcons? Is it C, the King Dome, home of the Seahawks? Is it D, the Silver Dome, home of the Lions?
The Lions. That's my guess.
That's going to be your final choice.
Yep. I think they went up to Detroit, if I'm not mistaken, and then they went to LA next to play Brazil.
Well,
That's what I'm guessing.
the correct answer is the Pontiac Silverdome, home of the Lions.
Boom, baby.
It was a 1-1 draw between the US and Switzerland, played in front of like 73,000 fans.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing how many people they're like going, "Wow, U.S. soccer has arrived," because that was a huge thing about it.
Well, there's a documentary about that right now on, I think it's called Tubi, and it's
Oh, nice,
TBI, some streaming thing that's free. It's like a 90-minute documentary. I heard about that summer of '94 with
sweet
the
dude. I'm
U.S.
watching that.
soccer team. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely have to check that out.
that's cool, dude. I love that. That's great.
That's some greatness, man. Well, Any final thoughts as we're kind of wrapping things up?
Does any viewers want to look up another card real quick in this 1995 catalog of fun?
CardBlitz Vans. Go ahead
That's,
and
I
put your
mean,
comments.
yeah, no kidding. I mean, I can't believe $10,000 for the Mickey Mantle Mint 9, and this is a PSA collectible price guide. Kind of crazy, dude.
Well, definitely. I'm going to send some questions and some cards I want you to look up, and then
Cool, man.
we can make some slides and throw that out there as well.
Yeah, I like it. Sounds good, Kelly.
Well,
And
on that note,
I'll get this like magic trick in the mail to you as well.
certainly appreciate it, Patrick. On that note, we'll wrap it up. Card Blitz fans, appreciate you watching. Appreciate the likes, the subscribes. Let's grow this thing. Certainly Patrick and I, putting a lot of time and effort, having fun. Hopefully y'all are too. And if you are, tell your friends. Let's grow this thing.
Yep. Sounds good, Kelly, man. Let's go, USA.
Yes, let's go USA. And on that note, have a great night.
All right. Talk to you later, man.